Very good morning. Welcome to Financial Freedom Show. I'm CS Sudheer. Mr. Kalyan has posted a question on the Financial Freedom app. He says, how should I decide my asset allocation strategy? In fact, when it comes to asset allocation, many people have different opinion about it. But today I'm going to share with you a very simple strategy. First, I want you to understand what are the different asset classes you want to invest. Many people make it very simple. They think it is just equity and debt. But it's not just about it, right? You'll have to consider real estate, which is in fact a very important, prominent asset class. And then there are some people, they consider even gold and other bonds, things like that. So now, what is the simplest asset allocation strategy? So normally there is the standard age formula. They say that if your age is 50, you should have 50% in debt and 50% in equity. You know, it's 100 minus age. That's how it works. So 100 minus age, which means if your age is 25, you can probably have 75% in equity and 25% in debt. And if your age is 40, then you can have 60% in equity and 40% in debt. That's how it goes normally. As you get older, debt component will increase. But then my suggestion here is don't just go by this. There are other options. It is important to consider your risk appetite. How stable is your income? In case if you lose all the money you've got, what's going to happen? So then accordingly you'll have to decide that, right? That's again important. And then you should also consider having this in some thumb rules, right? There are some thumb rules which are important. I'm going to share with you now. And then it is again important to consider your personal risk. Assessing your personal risk is also very important. And there are some people who just follow the trend. That's a very wrong approach. Please don't do that. It is not going to work. So now if I have to give you some thumb rule for it, right? The asset allocation strategy, if you are in your 30s, 20s or even early 40s, I suggest you to consider a good portion in real assets, property. It can be residential properties or commercial properties or agriculture properties, because you don't really need good liquidity now, right? When you are in the earning mode, you're still earning, you have some decent income coming in every month, then you don't really need liquidity. So you can always have this money parked in real assets. But as you get older, you'll have to liquidate it because you will need a lot of cash. You may not have income. So it is important to have liquid assets. So what are these options? Now, if you are considering mutual funds and stocks for long-term investment, I'm okay with it as long as you are getting good return. So the best option is equity should be about 40% of your total, in case if you are now considering in your 20s or 30s, and the remaining 40% in your real estates, real assets, and the 20% in debt, because you will need your emergency fund. But this emergency fund can be quantified. It's very easy. It should be equal to about your 12 months expenses. If your monthly expense is about 50,000 rupee, that means you will need about 6 lakh rupee in emergency fund. If your monthly expense is about 1 lakh rupee, including your EMIs, then you will need about 12 lakh rupees in emergency fund. If you have 12 lakh in emergency fund, that will take care. Only that amount has to be kept in debt, and the remaining can be in property and in equities, including mutual funds. That's the way to plan it. So this is something which is being taught very well on Financial Freedom app. We have many courses to teach you these things. And it is important to learn these things in your early age. In case if you have not yet watched these courses on Financial Freedom app, please watch it now. You can download Financial Freedom app from Play Store, App Store, and there are about 78 courses on personal finance, career, business, farming, life skills on Financial Freedom app. And for Republic TV viewers, we have an interesting offer. If you enter the referral code Freedom Show, as you see on the screen, Freedom Show, you will get rupees 2,000 scholarship to watch all these courses. Please watch them. And if you have any questions related to any of these topics, please post your questions on the Financial Freedom app. I will answer your questions in my next episode. Thanks for watching. Be wise, get rich.